Hola, and this is Teacher Sirimat, and I'm going to be teaching you today how to write concrete poetry. What is concrete poetry? So, a concrete poetry is an object composed of words, letters, colors, and typefaces, in which graphic space plays a central role in both design and meaning. Concrete poetry uses typeface and other typographical elements, letters, fragments, punctuation marks, graphemes, morphemes, syllables, or words, and graphic spaces from an evocation picture. Okay, the concrete poetry, sometimes also called specialist poetry, petal poetry, or shape poetry. Concrete is poetry whose visual appearance matches the topic of the poem. The words form shapes which illustrate the poem's subject as a picture, as well as draw their literal meaning. Okay, next. Characteristic of concrete poetry. Its attempt to move away from a purely verbal concept of verse towards what its proponents call verbal vocal visual expression, incorporating geometric and graphic elements into the poetic act of process. It often cannot be read aloud to any effect and is essentialized in its appearance on the page, not in the words or typographic unit that form it. Okay, next. Outline poems. Concrete poetry, a common way to make the visual structure reflect the subject of the poem, is to fill and outline shape that relate to the topic of the poem. You can write concrete poetry between 6 to 12 lines, and it does not have to rhyme. Okay. How to begin the concrete poetry? First, start with image in mind. Second, think of words that describe the object and write them down. This can be used in adjective. Third, create by tracing. Lightly trace image and then fill with adjective or poem. And the last, draw and fill. Draw your image and write your poem or adjective of the inside. Okay, so here an example for you. You can have a look at on here. There are 3 poetry. The first concrete poetry is about myself, and if you have a look at the concrete, you can see it's in a shape of a picture like my body. If you have a list of the words or sentences, you will know about me. In the shape, there are full name, my age, my university, my address, my favorite things. The words in the shape that are used within the poem describe the shape of the poem. Okay, and this one, here is the shape of the star. If you have a look at the words, you can see that the words are all describing a star. And the last one is the shape of triangle. If you read the words, you can see that the words are all matches the topic of the triangle. Okay, if you like learning about writing poem and concrete poem, it's for you. Thank you for watching my video. I talking with you next time. Goodbye.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Don't close video. You can go now. I have any more example of concrete poetry. Let's go check it out.